My name is Kabele, and I'm a television producer with the Texas Parks and Wildlife TV series. I found a video that I did 30 years ago. It was an Employee Service Award. And when I was listening to that, it was amazing because I still have the same exact philosophy as I did 30 years ago. This is presumably, I guess, one of the reasons why I won an Employee Service Award. I've won some of these Emmys for stories that have aired on the TV show. I keep them here because I rent out a room in a house, and 12 Emmys in that small a space looks a little pretentious.
He introduced us to the National Press Photographers Association. Somehow he lobbied the state agency to let a whole handful of us go to Oklahoma. We learned from the top professionals all over the world just how to make a story shine. And he brought that to us at a state agency. So our productions can become more than just a speak piece for the agency. They were stories that the world wanted to hear.
The Texas Parks and Wildlife television series has been on the air for 30 years.
Here it is, a state agency product, the PBS television show. It's just shown that that caliber and quality of work can be done, beyond the so-called television industry. And Ron is a great example of that.
The style of the show was very documentary-like before I came on and changed everything.
It's mornings like this that make you feel happy to be alive. It's an incredible place in which we live, and I
guess my specialty is people-oriented stories. I've profiled a lot of interesting folks, like the Catholic minister who likes to look at birds at a garbage dump. Here I come in, and I do this 3-minute story on skipping stones.
Here we go, look.
But no matter what the story is, there's a cardinal rule I always follow.
Don't run out of water. 20.
Whether it's something as seemingly irrelevant as stone skipping. We called it subversive propaganda.
Look at that big spider.
Oh, that is nice.
I can see a whole web now.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And that is, you tell a story through people that the viewer doesn't even know that they're getting a message. I always try to respect the fact that whatever it is that person does may very well be the most important thing in their life.
People ought to watch and admire the animals that they see. And then they can learn more about them.
When they're entertained and then also enlightened, then like, whoa, but that's hard. So it's not like I was an early bloomer. My first Emmy wasn't until I was 31 years old. And that was 10 years of losing.
He's there for everybody. And he always makes his problems seem so small, when we all know they're not. They're huge. I mean, this is a man who survived cancer twice.
I wanted to at least be able to say goodbye to him because he was really that far gone.
Near death, I don't know how many times.
He really went through something, and I've never seen such a fighter in my life. And I've never seen somebody so pragmatic. I walked into his house and there's this skeleton there, and he's like, here's all my will and last testament, and it's all on the floor.
He's had 20 plus years of health issues, and he's still upbeat and positive and always in a good mood. And I find that to be so irritating.
I was so shocked and so happy because he ended up living, and we got to have Ron for this many more years. God, are we lucky.
And even this last illness, we all knew how bad it was, right? And he's like, oh, I'll be fine. And then he gets on the other side of it. He's like, I almost died. And I'm like, we know.
My family of friends, that's why I'm still here. You go back to when I was sick, and Jeff and Andrea and Paul and John Aarons, and all of them invited me into their homes.
And he quickly became just part of the family. He loves my son. He's his godfather today. And he's been there from the time he met him and is still with him today. And I can never thank him enough for that.
In fact, when they first told me that we're going to give you the Silver Circle, I say, what? Me? You rolling?
Uh-huh. He's not ready to go yet. His story's not finished.